All right, let's keep this short and sweet, guys. Magistus Mitsurugi still alive on Master Duel. This is just the version that I'm currently playing for ladder. I don't really play Master Duel too much, but I like to update my list and show people how you can still play Magistus in Master Duel until we get obviously the fairy tale stuff and whatever set that comes, and then you can play the fairy tale stuff. But Magistus Mitsurugi is still legal, still pretty powerful, still lets you use all of its stuff a lot more than the Master decks because you can use like Iwas and you can use use space for all the X deck options. Um, it's honestly a bit weaker now because we now have to run. We only have one prayers to have a Curie. You have to be careful with your searches, and you have to be able to cycle mirror to be able to revive your cards multiple times. Um, but deck still is playable. I'm currently like flat 4 with the deck. Honestly, if you play Master, you know that the game because it's the best one. I mean, it's better because it's the best one. You can play more matches, but it's such a slog to rank up. It doesn't really matter because you're just playing against if you drew like a hand trap or not, and if you or drew going second card or not, or what your hand quality is. Uh, there's a lot of good cards in this deck, but also like we have obviously cards like the Crowley that we need to run because we have other bricks. um, Drawing strategy is like not great because I'm only running one Saji. There's ways to get him out of hand or still use him effectively, but not great. Let's see. Obviously, prefer plus mirror. So like, yeah, I'm not really looking to grind up to master rank this season, but I imagine you can. This deck, a lot of people play Killer Tune, Tool Tune. Hey, and this deck can set up so many interruptions. I'm gonna show still the combo replay, just in case someone is new to the deck. Uh, so yeah, just want to show you that the deck was live in Master Duel. Give me 1 second. We'll jump over to Idiot Pro. All right, now we're here in Idiot Pro. Same list. I haven't saved it yet, actually, I don't think. But same list as what is on Master Duel. Just gonna show that replay. Obviously, you start with Liliana, and basically all images is list I do. I end up using Liliana as my starter. Gets you to another body compared to Zora, which comes up. But as a result, you're playing. Also, it makes it so that you don't have to draw Smenta. If you don't know, this deck actually cares a lot about zones because you have to abuse cross sheep, so you need to be careful that you summon your Zora in the first, third, or fifth zone. There's your end board. What this ends on is Zora, Monster Negate, Savage, Omni Negate, uh, Ame no Murakumo, board wipe plus Sunu Negate. You have Cross Sheep to cycle 4 cards from your hand, so you can search for hand traps. And you also can revive Crowley back from the graveyard to make Iwas on your opponent's turn. Once like Zora is used, you can summon back Crowley, then use him and Crowley to make Iwas. I guess you also have option for Invoked Omega too, if you want to use Invoked Omega. You have Purification, Omni Negate, and you have Prayers to make Murakumo alive whenever you want. Very strong deck, very powerful, very cool. Um, I guess this deck, I think I said I was in plat 4, so I've been on it a little bit, just testing, make sure this feels good. Honestly, what never really comes up is that cross keeps selling back rally because usually your opponent just loses before that. Which makes it so I'm curious if we want to we cut IWAS for something else in the extra deck. Obviously I said you can run the Evoke Mega if you want to, or is it Mega? I don't even know what his name is. That's how much he doesn't. I don't use him. Evoke Magistus Omega. You can run him. You can run Zora. I guess you know that there's Cool Tune going around right now. So you can run Zora by cutting out Dark and Iwas. And so instead of making Savage, you make Zora. As if you want to play around in Kill Tune. Uh, Anything else? Yeah, that's a deck. A strong deck. If you want to play Magistus, then this is how I recommend you play Magistus and Master Duel. There's obviously Pure Magistus in Master Duel 2. Pure Magistus ends on Endymion, the Crescent Magistus, so that's either Iwas or Invoked Omega or Nekaba or Caliga. Actually, no, it doesn't. It can't get to Caliga, but it can get to those three. And ends on Ragna, and it ends on Zora with 3 quips, I believe. So if you want to play that, you can play Pure Magistus 2 in Master Duel. I don't think they have Albaz, the new Albaz stuff, but once they do, you can play the Albaz stuff. Master Duel. What else is there? This White Force just this. I've already made a lot of videos on that deck. You can play that if you want to in Master Duel. Um, yeah, that's basically everything. I think the main Magistus variants that are legal in Master Duel. If you want to see videos on any of those, let me know. I can cook them up and show you the lines. Let me sort this just so you can see it easier. Obviously, Mitsurugi. One of the first times I was like, wow, the Magistus deck feels like it really can do stuff. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos I made today. And enjoy playing Spellcasters.